Dear students, today we are going to deal about late delivery of goods as part of the paper Consumer Awareness. So, in this paper, we have to understand that the problem of late delivery of goods is broadly affecting large number of people living in a society. Particularly, this is a problem of the developing country than of the developed countries. Earlier, we had the postal department in the country which played crucial role in delivering of goods and correspondence. And at that time, we can calculate easily the running time of the bus, the trains, and the movement of the postman, and you can expect a particular time on which the goods can be delivered. But undue delay due to some reason caused by the railways or the bus transport, there may be a little trouble and delay by 12 to 24 hours. But these days we are expected to avoid these kinds of delays when large scale trade has been taking place in terms of digital era, where internet plays a crucial role and orders are placed for purchasing goods through online mode. So there are items which can be classified into sensitive and insensitive, and which needed to be delivered at proper time, and some delay can be tolerated. So usually medical items that are used for kids and older people, they are expected to be delivered on time, because we tend to place orders because locally this item is not available and we rely on only the online traders. But in spite of that, if a delay is caused, it causes undue trouble in the day-to-day life of the people concerned about that particular product. Usually, Western people, they tend to view people of South Asia, particularly in India, of not maintaining proper punctuality in life. So punctuality is very important, and has become a basic ethic of trading companies. I cited one example of older people who are affected by disease and the late delivery causing trouble to them. Similarly, in a personal case, one of the officers working with me in the home guard, she is expecting a shoulder badge to be arrived from an online trader, because she has to use that shoulder badge before appearing in front of the higher officers. But what happened is she is waiting, and the delivery is not made on proper time, and therefore she was compelled to borrow from me, and she appeared before the officer, and even after 1 week of her appearing before the officers and returning back, she was not able to get the product, and this caused a lot of trouble for her. But somehow she was able to manage, and borrowing from some person who is not very familiar creates an irking situation which has to be avoided, and if it is on the mistake of someone else, again it causes a lot of worry and trouble in our minds, and therefore these kinds of delivery delays have to be cautiously avoided. But this delay in delivery is not a problem that has its roots only in the one end. That is, we cannot blame only the supplier of the goods for having caused the delay. At times what happens is, even the customer, he is making minor mistakes, and that causes problem and trouble. These days, people tend to often change their phone numbers, and they register an account in Amazon or Flipkart with an earlier phone number, and that account tends to continue, and they place an order with that particular phone number without knowing that the particular phone number is being active in that particular account, and they place orders and wait, and this old number has been now reassigned to some other person, and he receives a call, and he is inquired whether he has placed an order for such a good. But he will the courier service boy, he will receive a reply that he has not been placed any order by the phone number holder, but he will be surprised, and therefore the order will be cancelled. And this person having new phone number, he will be keeping a long wait, and he will be ending in a dejected mode, and maybe he realizes his mistake, or he never realizes his mistake and blames the company which delivers the good. And similarly, irrespective of this internet and other sources becoming very vibrant and popular, many people still misspell their address, and they give a wrong communication address, and the courier boy is highly confused by that. Sometimes 15th is written as 5th, and it causes confusion. One person may have two different addresses, that for his professional need he might have been located in some other place, and his residential address is something different, and he must have given the street name of his office address, and here he is waiting at his residence, and he is not able to get the product, and he blames, and finally he checks and comes to realize his mistake. And these kinds of errors have become very common as far as late delivery of goods are concerned. Similarly, when the delivery man, he is contacting that particular person who is about to receive the parcel from this delivery boy, he will be in some meeting or some marriage ceremony, and he may not be able to pick the phone, and lately he will realize some missed call has arrived, some person who is not very close to him, unregistered number and not close to him, has made an attempt. It may be a wrong call also, and therefore he avoids calling back. But the delivery boy returns, and he, after 2 or 3 days, he again makes a call, and at that time this particular customer might be sitting in some other meeting or some other place, and he may or may not pick the phone, and this again causes problem, and therefore the deliverable good is returned back and causing trouble to the person who is in need of that particular good. In India, large number of courier offices, they do not operate their network in rural areas, and therefore the very website through which you place orders, they sometimes ask whether you have access to particular courier or not, and they have services only as such. Some companies do not even ask, and they tend to receive all the addresses, and they provide information through email, and it is your responsibility to check your email and SMS and be alert on receiving them. What happens is, this product comes to the district headquarters, and they may receive the customer, he or she may receive a call or may not receive a call. He might have received an email also. So he has to go to the district headquarters before a stipulated period of time and receive the parcel. But what happens is, he expects the delivery man to come and produce the good in front of him, and the long wait is giving no fruits, and therefore the customer is dejected. So then he contacts the company after the product either goes back or it keeps waiting for a longer period, and the address is redirected to some other address in the urban area. That person might be a friend or relative to the consumer. And here again, what happens is the new address is registered by some other person who is feeding the address in the computer, and the human error created in such entries, it causes lot of trouble, and the person is affected again. So again, in the local network, what happens is they print the information given by the consumer and they issue it to the delivery boy, and sometimes printing errors or print legibility causes lot of problem, and therefore delivery is being affected. You should empathize with the delivery man. He has a routine route through which he has to deliver to lot number of consumers on a day, and sometimes what happens is a huge furniture has been ordered through online by a consumer, and he gives his address which is a narrow line, and therefore this person, he comes and he thinks in a common manner that a person living in such a narrow line, has he ordered such a huge furniture, will be the perking question in his mind. And taking this furniture through the narrow line may need 2 or 3 persons through which this has to be reached to the consumer, but the delivery person must be a single man, and he may not be able to do that, and he avoids that at that situation and he returns back, and therefore trouble again comes to the consumer. Sometimes what happens is the doorbell is not working, and you are having a pet in your pet animal, particularly a dog, which is waiting in the front of the main gate, and therefore the delivery boy, he calls from outside, and he is not getting any response, and therefore he returns. So such problems also cause delivery delays. Weather conditions, particularly rainy season, they cause delivery delays, and some products may not be taken out during rainy period, and therefore the delivery boy or the courier service itself would have avoided delivering that particular product at that period, and therefore a delay is caused. Customs department, it causes its own problem. A delivery is delayed due to customs verification. Customs people, they have their own method of working, and they take undue time sometimes to check the products which are coming from abroad, and therefore a delay is caused. And if in case you are sending a gift to a child living in Dubai or some other country, and the particular birthday falls on 15th August, and you have sent it by 30th June, due to customs service failure, what happens is this product goes to that child on 30th September, and before that 45 days of her birthday has been expired, and this causes sentimental troubles in the minds of the consumers. Temporary technical issues, at times what happens is there's a corona epidemic these days, it is causing lot of trouble in the networking of courier services run by giants like Amazon, Flipkart, Alibaba, etc., and therefore they are not able to provide a suitable service. And similarly, there are maintenance works. At times what happens is the road has been put to repair, and therefore the delivery boy may not be able to take his vehicle through that road, and he must have returned, and this consumer must be waiting for his product to be delivered. So these are the main issues which cause delay in delivering a good on time. And due to these delays, lot of troubles have been caused, and at times the consumer even approaches the consumer court to sue the company which has caused this undue delay, and there are issues related to that like this. And with this, my introduction to the late delivery of goods is over. Thank you very much.